And we welcome you inside the best of This Is Wrestling for 2025. I am Tanner Ryle, and I'll be taking you through all of the highlights from the past year with Lee Versage and Zach McGibbon. We start with The Rock promoting gate records to the live crowd on WWE's debut on a little service you may have heard of called Netflix.
I couldn't believe it. I turned around, it's 9 o'clock. And I don't watch Monday Night Raw minute to minute every Monday. So I do get to fast forward some of it. But I was watching this one live and I turned around and it's 9 o'clock. I'm like, they've done a Triple H promo in one match.
And a Rock promo.
Yeah, and a Rock promo.
Which, to call the Rock promo really a promo is kind of being generous. Because it felt more like we were dropped into a business conference and we were learning how there's great successes of WWE on Netflix. Lee, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, I can't believe I haven't brought this up before because this is not the first time this has happened. But The Rock talk about how this was the all-time gate at the arena.
Oh my God.
And the fans cheered. What?
So Zach, I thank you, Zach, because you are finally coming into the mindset of Lee Versage. You are finally, I can set you free. Now, after 5 long years, Zach, I can set you free because you are thinking the right way. Praise the Lord. He has finally come around.
Oh, man.
They said this on TV and out loud. I'm like, what? You said it's the largest gate in the history of the WWE. So basically telling you, we have ripped off 17,000 people. And by the way, with the amount of celebrities that they showed in the crowd, you think those celebrities paid for those tickets?
Oh, God, no.
Who paid for those tickets?
The fans in the upper bowl.
Okay, so then we're talking about like 15,000 people because there's at least 2,000 celebrities that didn't pay for their tickets. And now 15,000 are cheering that they have been ripped off more than any other wrestling fan in the world.
It's so funny.
Oh my God.
I couldn't believe it. And this is not the first time this has happened, too. I tried to defend the fans and just say, look, enjoy what you... But you make it tough when you're cheering for that. I gotta say. That's a tough defense right there, Lee.
I'm cheering for the fact that I paid more than any other person that's ever gone to a professional wrestling event before. I did.
Woo! I spent $800 to be here. Yeah!
Oh my, I can't believe they cheered it. I literally paused it and lost my mind. So the fact that you brought that up, we have not talked about this previously.
Oh.
I'm so happy you brought that up.
Oh, that was so... I'm like, I couldn't believe it.
Up next, we take you to the Preston Event Center in Little Italy when This Is Wrestling's crew had a private box for C4 Wrestling.
And we welcome you to another edition of This Is Wrestling. It is Lee Versage, alongside the one and only Zach McGibbon. Zachary, how are you?
Doing pretty good, Lee. It was a little bit rough at the beginning, not gonna lie, as I'm coming on the end of a little cold that I've been battling through, but we are on the other side of it, and I am excited to be talking about some wrestling here today.
At least I know where I picked my cold up from. Sounds like that was you, because we were in the same place at the same time, as was our other guest contributor / co-host / main guy on This Is Wrestling, Tanner Ryle. Tanner, you're not sick too, are you?
No, I'm feeling great, I guess. I tried to keep my distance from Zach the other night, so
yeah,
that must have helped.
Noticeably, and I think that was wise. We all tried to keep our distance from Zach a little bit, though, like at the beginning.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to leave him up there for a while.
I was the lone person up in the balcony.
The Hornswoggle private VIP box was really showing up there.
Hold on now a second. I thought for sure it was a rib at first. For those that don't know, The crew here of Lever Sage, Tanner Ryle, Ben Sublier, Chris Thompson, a bunch of other folks joining as well. We're late to get to the C4 show. And I was going to read you guys out and just say, hey, what the heck? I literally came straight from Belleville to Ottawa and got there quicker than you guys did. Like, what was the big holdup going on over at C4? And I thought maybe it was a rib because I was the lone person up in the balcony. I felt like it was the perception of, man, did this guy just buy the balcony all by himself just so he could have it? Be the lone guy up there?
Hornswoggle needs his room. I would tell you that chocolate cake. That was one of the reasons why we were late.
Yes.
Yeah, bit of an unfortunate experience at a local establishment, but hey,
That's okay. Next time, we'll get them and Fire and Ice C4. It got us right back on track. Because Zach, we're about 3 minutes late. Don't make the people think that, like, literally the entrants weren't in the ring yet for match number 1. Now, there was a lot of entrants in match number 1, so it gave us a little bit of time. However, we got there, and I thought, what a card.
And now we travel up the 401 to Belleville, Ontario, when Zach participated in the Polar Plunge.
I know that you're booked on Easter weekend for Mania, and that's great. Congratulations. Also, fantastic job. 17,000 and more, still counting for Special Olympics Ontario. Your team raising over, what, $1,100?
Yeah.
Which is, incredible.
I gotta say thank you, Lee, for helping to contribute with that as well, and everybody that is a listener who also contributed. We do really appreciate it.
And while I was making sure that the Special Olympics of Ontario were looked after, at least from my part, which is the main thing, obviously.
Of course.
I won't lie to you that having 2 reasons to be able to donate is fantastic, because you know that you're doing good with your money. It's going to places that need it. And you get to comment on the process because you're part of raising the money.
Is that part of the deal? I didn't realize that was part of the deal.
Well, it is for me, Zachary, because I saw, and Tanner, you won't even believe this. Not only did Zachary, which I'm sure that you saw, went into the water, the Polar Plunge, fully clothed, which defeats half the purpose. The fact that he said he's thawed. What do you mean he's thawed? Like, he came out and he's probably needed an air conditioner, needed a fan after getting in fully clothed to do a polar plunge. Isn't the reason you do a polar plunge to people go in those cold baths? Correct me if I'm wrong, Tanner. People go in those cold baths. It's a new thing these days, to be able to kind of release some of the pores and be able to clean it up. And Zach goes in fully clothed and face plants, by the way. Zach, you haven't put that video up. You just put it up on your own little account, but you should put it up on the This Is Wrestling account, as you absolutely face planted into the water fully clothed. Now, you need to explain why you went into the water, the polar plunge, fully clothed.
Now, hold on. Wait a minute. When you say fully clothed, I didn't go in there with, like, a coat on or anything like that, and, like, these large snow pants and boots going in there.
Tanner, did I say, when I said fully clothed, do you think parka? Hey, I guys, I'm just going to get, fully clothed and come downstairs.
That's the implications right there.
Do you think parka? Do you think snow pants?
I mean, no, but I imagine, when the good listener thinks of Zach, they think about his little green pants and his green jacket there and the white scarf and the little hat. But I did see the video there. He didn't even take his sneakers off. What's up with that, man?
No, those were water shoes that I had on. I had some water shoes
Yeah,
on.
they seem to work really well in the faceplant part.
Are they thermal water shoes?
Those water shoes were on a clearance at Canadian Tire, and they really showed there.
Zach, we assume that all of your outfits are on the clearance rack somewhere. Okay.
shopping
You
around the
working-
thrift store, getting all the great deals.
So explain why you went in fully clothed. I can't even. This is the antithesis of what you should have been doing.
I came in. I thought I mentioned it on the program. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tanner, because I know you will. That I came in and said that we have these specialty shirts that are being made.
You
For the
wear
event.
those at the beginning for advertising before you take them off to go into the water in the polar plunge.
We ran in with the shirts on.
Here. You should have been ripping that off like the Hulkster and running down there.
It's a
Wow.
t-shirt that you rip apart, and now it's time to go. Now, you didn't have to go full like banana hammock or anything, but at least down to the shorts, Zach.
Get the swimming shorts on. It was light clothing though. It was just really the shirt and the pants and the water
Yeah.
shoes. I had a little headband on as well, just for the aesthetic.
You know
And,
what he kind of looked like? He kind of looked like Jey Uso a couple of weeks ago on Raw. You know, when he tried to do
Wow.
that spear on Gunther and just kind of fell down.
Jesus. Wow.
I can't disagree. Faceplant City. Now, the good news is we're going to put up a poll
Oh boy.
on This Is Wrestling, whether it's acceptable to go into a polar plunge into the water, raising money for charity, fully clothed. We'll put that up. We'll see what the good listener says.
Oh, I already know what the good listener will say.
we'll
We
put
know
up
what's
a
gonna
poll.
say.
Yeah, we do.
We know what's
do.
gonna say, Lee. I know how this
I-
works. It's like
listen, I
wrestling. It's predetermined. We already know how it's
I-
gonna be.
And I think sometimes things are going to happen that don't happen. I don't know how the good people of This Is Wrestling are going to vote. I have no idea.
Unbelievable.
You are lucky that Tanner is along. We're going to talk some Dynamite. We're going to talk some WWE as we just had a chance. The latest Raw, of course.
I wasn't the only one fully clothed, by the way. It was like 99%, if not 100% of people that went in had some sort
You're a
of
leader, Zach. Set the
Oh,
example.
Oh, come on.
And if you said 99% in your mind, you're like, yeah, there was somebody.
I'm sure there was somebody. I'm sure there was
Right.
one person.
And it should have been you. As Tanner said, be a leader.
You're the only person that's brought this up, by the way. This has been shared around
No,
throughout
it's
multiple people,
not.
and you're the only person that has brought
no,
this up to
No,
me.
it's not. Because I was over at our good friend, Ben Sublier's house, when you texted the pictures of, hey, did the polar plunge. Here are the pictures.
Here we go.
And I'm at Ben's. Okay, Ben, Zach just texted me. Let's look at the pictures together. First question. Why does he have clothes on? Good question, Ben. I don't know.
I'm going to
Little-
wait for
little-
Ben's response because I know you before have twisted some of Ben's words, and Ben had to come out to me and say, no, that's not what he said. So I would like to hear it from Ben directly before
Okay,
I
so
take
Ben-
into account.
So Ben lied to you to make you feel good. Okay, awesome.
He's not reached out to me about it.
No, but in the case you just said, I know that you've twisted words and Ben reached out. So Ben reached out and lied to you.
No, I'm
Okay.
saying you're lying to me, potentially.
No, Zach. No. I'm a lot of things, but I'm a truth teller, Zach.
Oh, man.
Okay. And the truth is, you face planted in fully clothed outfits to go into the polar plunge.
Was not my most graceful dive into the water, that's for sure.
Oh my God. No, it was Jey Uso like, Tanner.
That's
a
the
good
best
ex-
comparison I can think of. I was hoping for more of like a tadpole splash, you know, but that's what we get.
Wow.
It was a thunderous wave, as Zach did. I'll give you the only credit I'm going to give you here is you did beat out the rest of the group.
Oh, I sprinted. I treated that
Yeah.
like a 40-yard dash, and I was trying to get
Yeah.
the best time.
No, you did a good job there. It was just the rest of it.
I don't think you could move that fast, Zach.
Oh, you just put me on the track and see what happens. 1-on-1, baby.
Zach, that is a competition I will take you up on. Okay? What do you want? 400 meter, 800 meter?
I want the 40-yard dash. I want it like football. We, record the best time.
Yeah. You're also talking about the Reeser Park Grade 8 100 meter champion.
What
Who
was
also
grade
might
8
have-
for you? What was grade 8 for you?
who also might have face planted in the regional finals at the line.
Oh wow.
Yeah, not my
Oof.
most graceful moment.
And now, Lever Sage's favorite wrestler of all time, Bill Goldberg, returns for his retirement match.
As we hung up, Monday Night Raw was on, and here, Zach, I can't even. We're going to talk about Mexico. We're going to have some nice thoughts about AW. Some nice thoughts about the rest of the people, the Mikes and the Scotts and the Thomases and all of the people who love their WWE. It's amazing. I'm so happy for you and your 6-year-old. But you can hear, Zach, in my voice, as we hung up, who made their way out onto Monday Night Raw? Tell me who came out on Monday, Zach.
Well, I noticed through the fireworks and the pyro and the smoke that literally as soon as we hung up our recording, we got finished recording, we wrapped it up for the night and said, all right, everything is good. I look at my screen and I see one Bill Goldberg walking out there, well, limping out there, ready to confront Gunther and challenge him for that World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event. Get excited, Lee. Let's go.
What I'm trying to do is maintain some sense of decorum,
okay,
professionalism, and try to remember the words that I was saying 3 days ago, folks. WWE, yes, we should all give it a chance. Thomas's 6-year-old's excited to see John Cena. It's excited. 58-year-old limping out Bill Goldberg gets a title shot. Zach, listen, I'm a Punk guy. You're a Punk guy.
Yep.
Punk doesn't deserve a title shot.
Agreed.
He's getting one. He's getting one in Saudi Arabia. We said so. He doesn't deserve it. What are they doing? They're playing upon his former stance of not wanting to go to Saudi Arabia, and now he's going, and they're literally making that play out on television. But if CM Punk doesn't deserve a title shot, I know who else doesn't deserve a title shot. So now I'm going to have to change my tone. I've changed my tone already, but I'm going to need the Thomases and the Mikes and the Scotts and whoever else to tell me one thing that is entertaining about 58-year-old Limpberg coming out and getting a title shot over against one of the best wrestlers in the world on a major program. And I know we went down the list of R-Truth, Ron Killings, suddenly a main event guy. But it's okay because Cena's there and he doesn't bump, but it's fine. And all these guys that don't do anything, they're in the main event. Remind me how old Ron Killings is?
Ron Killings is 53 years old.
Okay. Remind me how old John Cena is?
I believe he's 48 years old. 47, 48.
Remind me how old Bill Goldberg is.
Bill Goldberg is 58 years old, going to turn 59 later this year.
What are we doing? What are we doing? This isn't entertaining. I just don't. I can't buy sitting down with your 6-year-old. I can't do it. I can't buy it. Because there's got to be something in there for mom and dad too. And this isn't it. Zach, honestly, I'm going to ask you an honest question.
Sure.
Do you know anybody? You know a lot of people in the wrestling business and wrestling fans. Do you know anybody that honestly can look you in the eye and tell you that they want and are excited to see Bill Goldberg in the ring?
I didn't hear or see a lot of people, if anybody, really clamoring for 58-year-old going to turn 59 Bill Goldberg coming back into the ring to have a match against Gunther.
At least I got some entertainment out of the fact that Gunther saying he had 3 minutes. I guess I have 3 minutes.
Yep. Not a reference to the 3-minute warning, of course.
No. If this match goes 2 minutes and 59 seconds and Gunther wins, I will actually change everything I just said. So I'm trying to look at this objectively. I went in Monday night. I'm going in fresh, folks. I'm going in fresh. And Bill Goldberg was like the first person I saw. And it just changed me right back to everything I felt beforehand. I had a fresh coat of paint on, Zach. And it got scraped off before it even dried.
Then there was Karrion Kross and the counter of flat back bumps.
I was waiting for this match to get going.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for it to get going. And I was actually begging at one point, come on. Come on, guys. Like, just give me something that I can go back on and go, yeah, but this was really good, Zach. Just look a couple minutes. Sami Zayn can get something out of anybody. So I guess I didn't think it was horrible. But I did have bigger expectations of the match, I will tell you, going into it. And I was disappointed at the end. Probably more disappointed than I would be willing to share with you right now.
I feel like you're holding in some thoughts here. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you fell asleep during the match, and I understand.
No,
look, it was boring, and I get it. It's
I did not fall asleep. My man, Karrion Kross, would never fall asleep for him.
No. Maybe the brain cells were getting killed as the match was going on further and further.
Listen, Sami Zayn was out. He was out when he had him in the chokehold. How could the referee let it go that long and like just a tiny bit before Sami Zayn got his arm up? He was out. Ring the bell. Do your job.
Well, I agree only because it would have made the match stop at that point. So okay, you know what? I'm in agreement with you on that one.
I wish it were better. Sami Zayn is fantastic all the time. I don't care who he wrestles. I like watching him wrestle. I was hoping Karrion Kross could keep up with him and do a few things that did not happen in this match. And Sami Zayn won with his kick after Kross was dominating, and I was disappointed at the end. That wasn't exactly what I had hoped.
No. This was the match I was most anticipated. Oh, well, I got some thoughts. I need to get my thoughts in on this match because, you talk about connections, right? And being able to connect with a wrestler. Boy, did I really connect with Karrion Kross when he had that sleeper hold locked in. That sleeper hold, my goodness, like he went to the mat, he locked it in, and man, I think he was on that mat for at least 3 minutes. Like, it was a long time that he was on that mat. And I'm just sitting there thinking, what a great human being this guy is. I mean, just a tremendous human being. It's just this connection with the crowd. The crowd is just so invested in Karrion Kross. One of the things I was looking forward to with this match, because I don't know if you saw, Lee, but there was some rumors that had popped up that the reason why Karrion Kross was not getting a bigger push is because of his inability to take flat back bumps.
Yes, I did see that.
So I came into this and I was like, all right, well, he's heard this, and I saw his response to it, which wasn't a denial. If you read through it, it wasn't a denial about it. So I'm like, oh, okay. He's not exactly died. But
sometimes people just exaggerate, and they exaggerate. Yeah, they do. That was pretty much what he had to say.
Yeah. It's, oh yeah, those fabricated articles, am I right? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay. We're not going to directly address the matter. That's fine. So I went into this, and I actually got a little pen and pad, Lee, throughout the match. I was like, let's see how many flat back bumps this man took during the match.
It must have been in the teens. It must have been.
It was not in the teens, Lee.
Oh, man.
I counted 3 flat back bumps. 3 of them. 2 of them were in the Sami Zayn comeback sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say this. I was going to give him 4. I was going to give him 4 for that moment when he got out of the ring and then he landed on his back. And I was like, okay, I think that's a flat back right there. He got the shoulders down and whatnot. And by the way, there is a distinction between a flat back bump and a back bump, okay? Flat back, you put the arms down. Back bump is just you get thrown into turnbuckle and you hit your back. There's a difference. I saw Sean Ross Sapp put out this thread about all the bumps that he took. I'm like, Sean, that's not the issue with Karrion Kross. He can take bumps. It's just a certain bump he can't take, okay? You know this, Sean. And so I was counting it. I was going to count the flat back bump to the outside, but I was told by a wrestler who I trust that he would not count that as a flat back bump. So I counted 3 flat back bumps, 2 in the comeback for Sami Zayn, and 1 during the Blue Thunder Bomb is what I counted. So the others, like, I that was more of my interest in the match is, does Karrion Kross take a flat back bump? And he kinda does. Maybe not as much as you would hope for in a match, but nonetheless, I think they're still in that sleeper hold as we're talking. It felt like forever, and the match was mercifully over. And this was one of the weaker Sami Zayn matches, only because of his opponent. I'm sorry, Lee. I just gotta say it. I know you're the biggest fan. You've got his t-shirt on right now. I just know it. But I don't think brighter days are ahead for Karrion Kross after the match. Who, by the way, got beaten up. They showed on the promo. He got beaten up and was thrown into the backstage stuff in order to get the match. He's like, ha ha ha, I got him after I got my ass kicked. Oh, I'm so smart and devious. So not a good sign for old Karrion Kross. So that's my analysis of the match.
He did lure him in.
He did, yes.
The payoff wasn't what I had hoped.
Yeah. Lee, if I went on this show and you just like verbally berated me for an hour, right? But then at the end of the show, I go, God, I got him. I got him where I wanted him. I wanted him to just verbally berate me so that we could get content out of it. I'm the real smart one here. I don't think that would go over well with the audience. So,
I think they'd be waiting for a comeback at some point. They'd be waiting for something to happen. Like, I don't mind. I mean, I would probably take you up on verbally berating you for an hour. Yeah. But I thought people are listening in right now going, that's pretty much the show. But there has to be a bit of a comeback. You can't wait for the person, regardless of whether it's a heel or a face. If they do that, then there's got to be something bigger coming out of it. And that's where my disappointment lies. Not in that he got his ass kicked and punched and left laying in the back and kind of going, that snicker. I got him. I got him. I actually don't mind that if there's a payoff.
Yeah.
But of course there wasn't a payoff.
Of course not.
With the writing and the execution. So that's disappointing to me.
Well, thank God this was the only match on the show that had a deep sleeper hold in their match.
Oh, boy.
And now the CM Punk WWE Humiliation Tour continues.
So the lore for me for Punk is gone. And that sucks because I love CM Punk. But something's going to have to happen for him to bring it back for me because he's just another guy.
Yep. In more ways than one after this past week, too, by the way.
No, and I really like your recap on everything that sort of happened to him this week and how he's just been like, he is John Cena from 20 years ago as the company lapdog. Not that Cena still isn't, but like people made fun of Cena before. At least he was somewhat entertaining in his run while doing it. Oh man, this one made me mad because I expect more out of both of them.
Yep.
And they better get this title off of John Cena soon. Like they really need to get the title off of him, If they want to give it back to him on the day he retires, I don't care. Fine.
Yep.
But they need to get it off of him because we cannot watch main events like this.
No.
We just can't do it.
Brutal.
John Cena against Cody Rhodes, John Cena against Randy Orton, John Cena against CM Punk have been awful. And Punk's just another guy. He's literally just another guy that comes out now. And I hate that because I love CM Punk. The lore, the aura around him always felt bigger. I remember being with you and watching Collision in Toronto a couple of years ago, and fans erupting for 25 minutes during his match in the main event.
Yep.
I've never seen anything like it. Because he has an aura around him. That aura is gone. And this one wrapped it up for me.
Yep.
Gone.
The man is not willing to stand up to his morals, and he will only go and, preach about certain things if it's beneficial to him.
Yep.
We all kind of knew it. We all kind of knew it in years past, but it's like especially prevalent now. We like to fool ourselves, myself included. That's like, but compared to everybody else in professional wrestling, that we know about pro wrestlers, they're all workers, and they're going to try and do everything that they can. But there was something about Punk where it felt like there was this authenticity.
Yep.
That's gone.
Mm-hmm.
After everything that happened this past week.
The perfect word for it. Gone.
Gone.
Authenticity he had because you believed him.
Yep.
Or you wanted to believe him. Now, if he's going to talk, why am I even going to pay attention?
Is he saying this just because it's beneficial to him to get the reactions that he wants? Or is that what he truly believes in?
Yeah, I don't even think it's a question anymore. It's just the first.
Yep. This is the bed that he made when he left AEW the way that he did. And think about this, Lee. I don't want to harbor on this too long, but think about this, Lee. The man apologized to Saudi Arabia first before anybody in AEW. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have told me in the peak of 2021, 2022 when he was there, and he was the biggest star in AEW, and you would have told me, well, Zach, here's the thing. Only 3 years later, he's going to apologize for Saudi Arabia, and he's not going to apologize to anything that he did in AEW. I guess he is living by the motto of the apology has to be louder than the disrespect. Criticism for thee, but not for me, Lee.
Yeah, he's living by the motto of I'm putting money in my pocket, and I'm going to just do whatever it takes.
Yep. He's a worker.
And it sucks, like I said, because I was a CM Punk fan, and I feel like he's just another guy now when he comes out. And that I want the feeling of being excited when people come out.
Back we go to talking about corporate greed and record gates as the WWE makes more money than a Taylor Swift concert in Paris.
Oh, quickly before we get to the main event.
Yeah,
I wanted to make a point of this. Before they did the main event, they announced their attendance record in Paris. Okay, so they announced the record of 30,000 people, right? 30,343 fans, and then Cole goes on commentary and says, in addition to that, WWE set a single event gate record for the arena, beating out a Taylor Swift concert, which I believe is the one that took place recently in 2024. So, first of all, again, they're going on the broadcast and talking about how much money they made, right? We were going all in on that with when Raw debuted on Netflix. They went to the live, and a live crowd cheered for how much money they spent on the show. Still boggles my mind. But he instead did this on the broadcast. Lee, I need to point this out because I saw this. I was like, wow, of course they would announce the gate, which just, again, blows my mind. It's like, why would a fan care about how much money you guys made? If anything, it's just indicative of like, wow, we're really spending a lot of money into this company, and they are flaunting how much money that they are making from us. But more information on this. So 30,000 fans, if we take them at face value, right? Which you shouldn't really do with WWE. They like to pump up those numbers and make it look really good. And so, but if we take it at face value, 30,000 fans. Taylor Swift in that arena drew 45,000 fans each night. So there were 45,000 fans for one night, let's say, in that building at the Paris La Défense Arena. And there were 30,000 people in the building for WWE. And yet, Lee, they made more money than the Taylor Swift concert. Think about that. That's bonkers. That's insane. There was 15,000 less fans, and yet they made more money in one night than Taylor Swift did.
That's impossible.
That's bonkers.
That's impossible
If-
with the way
even
that
if
Taylor,
that's
Taylor
impossible-
Swift tickets were going. There's no way that's true.
That's crazy if that's true. And even if it's not true, why would you say that on the broadcast?
Well, because you can. And
Why
people
would you
just believe
flaunt
you.
that?
I know.
Flaunt it to your business
Okay.
partners, not your fans. Oh my God, Lee. That's unbelievable.
So,
If I'm a WWE fan, I would be having pitchforks out of Stamford, Connecticut right now. Give me my money back.
But the question on everyone's mind was, what was the third fall?
Before we wrap up, I still got some time here.
yes.
I still got some time here.
I
So
forgot about your. This is now again. I think if people are going to listen to the road show
yes.
that's going to happen, I think this is a story that would fit into the road show.
Okay. We're going to save it for the road show. All right.
No, well, I think you should give a tease. I'm
Okay.
not saying don't say it. I'm
Okay.
just saying that this is the type of thing that could spawn other discussions that don't necessarily talk about what's happening right now. Because once you hear this, folks, you'll be like, what? So Zach, go ahead and tell people what you, as this, you might be Safety Sam in your predictions because of your Jack Perry screw ups over the years, and now you're afraid to just even get on the first pedal, the first branch. You don't even want to do anything. Safety Sam needs
Mentally shaken,
2 feet on the ground at all times for Safety Sam. But let's not take away from your hardworking reporting and making sure that you cover all angles of the world of professional wrestling, and you certainly seem to do that lately.
Yes. So as Lee was kind of teed up there, not every day do you have a wrestling show that shows up in Belleville, right? Usually I have to travel out to go see my independent wrestling, but there was a show booked over this past weekend at the Quinty Curling Club, Lee.
Oh,
yeah.
They had to get, Agnes and Martha and
remove the ice and
Tom and Dick, and they had to get them off the ice for a couple hours.
That's right. Look, the Quinty Curling Club, it's a big building. I was there for boxing the day before. I got to call boxing, which was a lot of fun. And I was pretty full for boxing as well. So clearly that's becoming a combat sports area for the Quinty region, for the Belleville area.
We'll wait to hear the end of the story to decide whether it's a combat zone.
That's true. I attended this show. It was about a 6-match card. It wasn't a very long show. I want to say it was about 2.5 hours. There was, again, 6 matches on the card. A lot of people were there. Gabriel Fuerza was on the card. He was in the opener. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, Gabriel Fuerza's on this card. I recognized him, and he had a good match. And then we're kind of going through, and it's an indie show that's like, it's not blowing my socks off or anything like that, but there's some solid enough talent in there, and they're getting the crowd invested, and the crowd was getting along with everything, and blah blah blah. One match, Lee.
Okay.
After the intermission.
Yep.
You might remember a conversation with Tanner Ryle talking about C4 fighting back and the Fighting Back Battle Royal. Some of the names that have appeared in the Fighting Back Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the names that Tanner mentioned that I should keep an eye on was Bruce Thunderstein. His gimmick, Lee, is a TV salesman. In the same vein of the ShamWow and all this stuff.
Oh, as seen on TV.
That's
okay.
right. The as seen on TV gimmick.
Got the little microphone.
Yes,
yelling, screaming at everyone.
Yes, he had the microphone. He did have the microphone attached.
Yeah.
And he was coming around in a hoverboard, Lee. And he came out on a hoverboard and he was, yelling at the crowd. He was putting them down and saying, "Oh, you all suck." And he was carrying a shake weight with him, Lee. He had a shake weight as he was coming down the ring. And he was like, "You need to buy my weight loss products because you're all fat and you're all out of shape." Right? It's like, okay, this is a different gimmick.
Thanks, Rick Rude. Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce, I was waiting for him to talk about sweat hogs and all that.
Mhm.
So Bruce Thunderstein, I finally got to see him for my very eyes. And his opponent was Captain Yates. And as you imagine with Captain Yates, yes, his gimmick was that he was a ship captain. He had the little hat. And he came out to the Lonely Islands, "I'm on a Boat," which is a classic comedy song. And I was singing along to that song. I will say that. I won't lie. I can't say I'm above. I come on here and put down the yeeting and all that, and people sing along to songs. But I sang along to the song. So there you go. And the match, Lee, was a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Okay.
And it was for the Hardcore Championship.
I would imagine that a match like that for the Hardcore Championship, 2 out of 3 falls, might have some stipulations.
I was thinking 3 stages of hell, right? If we're doing 2 out of 3 falls. And I have to mention, too, Captain Yates was going to the crowd and saying, "It's 2 out of 3 falls, right? It's 2 out of 3 falls." I was like, I guess it is. I mean, you're telling me it's 2 out of 3 falls, so I guess it is. And so, Lee, 2 out of 3 falls.
Yep.
First fall.
Yes.
Thumb wrestling. Thumb wrestling for the first one.
Thumb wrestling.
Like your classic 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare thumb war. That thumb wrestling.
Oh, man, I wish they had asked me. I'm really good at thumb wrestling.
Yes. So thumb wrestling was the first fall, right? Okay. I get where this is going.
Yeah.
All right. Fall number 2.
Yeah.
Arm wrestling.
Oh,
we stepping up here, Lee. We are stepping up from thumb wrestling to arm wrestling.
And let me guess, some person who won was almost defeated, and with an inch to spare, hulked up and got back over the top.
That would have been one way to do it, but instead it was actually the heel cheating to win.
Oh.
Out of view of the referee for fall number 2. So, Lee, we've gone through thumb wrestling. We went through arm wrestling.
Right.
What could possibly be the final fall in this 2 out of 3 falls matchup?
Don't even want to ask, but Zach, what was fall number 3?
Yes, you'll have to find out on the road trip episode. What fall number 3 was in the match. Yeah, that's we're gonna save it. If we're gonna save it for the trip, I'm gonna give you the tease. I want to hear from the listeners. I want to hear your predictions. What was the third fall in the 2 out of 3 falls matchup?
What we're gonna do, we're gonna tell a couple road trip stories, but we do have some lists to get to. We thought this would be a fun idea. And Zach, you're going to kind of explain to the novices around here.
I think Zach promised something at the start of this show that we can't leave out. I'm dying to know, Zach, what was the third fall?
What was the third fall?
Before you answer that,
yes,
Tanner's not the host of the program, and I was going to get you.
The run-ins are for the WWE
I'm speaking
show.
for the listener, the good listener at home.
I'm going to get to the listener in the third fall. I did have an order. He doesn't trust me. That's because I basically screwed up a bunch of times this morning.
Gotcha.
It was a little early for me, and Tanner called me on some stuff, so he doesn't think I'm as sharp as
gotcha.
I could be, and he's probably right. But I do. Okay, you know what? Explain your third fall thing quickly.
Okay.
Last episode, we left off. You went to see a show at the Go-Go in Belleville. No, it wasn't there.
Go-Go.
It was the other
That's
show.
That's a different kind of wrestling.
It was the other show that you went to. Okay, we popped the
first pop of the car of this trip.
We popped the rest of them pretty early here, so that's
I'd
good.
like to plead the fifth on this
story. You told a story about how you went to a local show. It's the best of the 3 falls.
Yeah.
The name of the salesman hoverboard guy was
Bruce Thunderstein.
Bruce Thunderstein, and
he took on Captain Yates.
Right. And the first fall was thumb wrestling.
Yeah,
The second fall was arm wrestling.
that's right.
And you left us on the hook.
Yeah,
So, I don't know. Does the rest of the car know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you know, but the rest
I
of
know.
the card
Okay, so
doesn't
Tanner,
know.
we're going to go to you first. What do you think the third fall was?
I'm gonna guess a bra and panties match.
A bra and panties
Wow.
match.
You're going on that go-go club theme,
Yeah,
huh?
the go-go.
Jeez.
Ben, what do you think the third fall was after thumb wrestling and arm wrestling?
It's got to be a mud wrestling match.
Mud wrestling?
Jeez, what is it
Yeah.
with the go-go?
A lot of Saturday morning here
Yeah,
on
yeah.
This is Wrestling.
You gotta
is
save it for the
Wrestling After
evening
Dark.
recording. Jeez.
Chris Thompson.
Oh, third match. Pokemon.
A Pokemon match.
That's wildly different from mud wrestling and
I'm trying to keep a PG back
yeah,
here.
good
Yes.
job.
I don't know what.
It's the WWE guy back there.
Yeah,
trying to-
Pokemon match.
family
Pokemon
friendly.
Yeah,
match.
so I,
So Zach, please tell us
yeah.
what the third
Well,
fall was.
I'm gonna say it's probably not as good as any of those other third falls. So yes, thumb wrestling, arm wrestling. So the third fall in this 2 out of 3 falls match for the hardcore championship, I
Right?
might add,
Obviously.
was a leg wrestling match. A leg wrestling match. And you may be sitting here thinking, how does that work?
I can see the rest of the car going, can we move on?
Yes.
I really don't.
He's like, all that buildup for a leg wrestling
What
match.
happened in a leg, like a figure four won it? Like what?
You're right.
Really?
You're exactly right.
Oh my God.
So let me try to explain this, okay, as best as I can. So the referee, he goes over and he announces it's a leg wrestling match.
Yeah.
And all of us are thinking, how the heck is that gonna work? How are they gonna do this?
Did you ask
So-
the other two people that were there?
I asked
No.
the people I went to the
right.
show with, and so what they started to do was they sat down in the middle of the ring, and then they started to put their legs up,
Oh my God.
and then they started to like move their legs toward the leg wrestling match. I guess similar to the vein of an arm wrestling match, but then it just broke down into a brawl. And then they just started fighting on the outside.
Oh my God.
And so they start fighting, and then there was this spot. Bruce Thunderstein is on his hoverboard. Captain Yates is, leaning over the apron.
Yeah.
And he's on his hoverboard, and at a speedy 4 miles per hour, able to go down to that apron and throw an elbow onto Captain Yates and knock him off of the apron. And so I'm watching this, and I'm like, I can't believe what I'm witnessing right now for the hardcore championship.
Are you getting to the ending part
So
now?
they go to the ring, and Bruce Thunderstein goes in for the pinfall, but the referee looks at Bruce Thunderstein and goes, "No, you can't do that. That's against the rules." And I'm sitting here thinking, it's a hardcore title match. It's against the rules.
Yeah, it's a leg wrestling.
It's a leg wrestling match. And so Captain Yates realizes, oh, I got to put him in the figure 4 leg lock. And he wins with the figure 4 leg lock for the third fall and the victory to retain his hardcore championship.
I would just like to point out I did not know the figure 4 was going to end it, but when you said that,
Yeah.
it was really the only logical
Yes.
conclusion that we could come to. Okay, so
Yes.
And now, will This Is Wrestling sponsor a WWE PLE match?
you want to talk about the ring accessories?
Yes, the EMF friendly match. Did you feel like that they were enlightened as they were wrestling, that there was kind of a different vibe, a different energy when you were watching this match?
I did not.
No? Well,
No.
it's funny you mentioned that with the Aries stuff, because I never thought this would cross over into my pro wrestling. But Lee, I'm a big fan of building computers and a little bit of PC gaming. And for those that are in that realm, they might know of Linus Tech Tips. And I recommend people go to YouTube and search up Linus Tech Tips videos about these devices. And the amount of people that they sponsor, and they have broken down into the technology, and you'd be shocked to hear, Lee, it might not be as well done as you would think. This EMF friendly technology that they have put in. Some might even call it a scam, Lee, that they have put in. But it doesn't matter for the WWE. Oh no, no. As long as you come in with that suitcase full of money, and you give it could have multiple zeros on the end. As long as there's multiple zeros on the end of that sponsorship, we will sponsor this match. If you want to sponsor a Vision versus Usos tag match, have at it. It's all yours. And even beforehand, like, they did this quote-unquote tribute to Hulk Hogan ad. And what was the tribute to Hulk Hogan, Lee? Buy the beer. Go and buy the beer. And then they, drank the beer. That was their tribute to the Hulkster. Buy the Great American Beer, or whatever it's called. So some of these ads on this show was just like, they really will take money from anybody. Lee, we need to come together, pool some resources, and sponsor a match. What I'm saying.
I would like that.
We need the This Is Wrestling match, but the gimmick for ours is that it's just a pure wrestling match with a winner at the end. No run-ins, no countouts, no disqualifications, or anything like that. Just a pure wrestling match. No managers, commentators call it as is, no big moments. They'll exchange holds. That will be our big sponsorship. That's how we'll contribute to the WWE. So we will accept donations to come together and sponsor a WWE match. I'm all for it.
I kind of like the idea.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now I can see the wrestlers coming out. Maybe no music.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Absolutely. No pyro. No entrance
pyro.
video.
No.
Yeah.
Just
Brother, we're taking this back to 1972 with our sponsorship.
weighing in at whatever and whenever.
The microphone will come down from the roof. It'll be the old school microphone. We're going to find Pedro Morales and he's going to wrestle. And it's going to be...
Someone will have a ring, like a vest on.
Yes. Oh, yes.
They'll just come down and then just take it off as soon as they get in the ring, and then that's it.
That's right. Yes, absolutely. We'll have instead of the fancy trons that are on the ring side there, we'll just go with the good old fashioned guardrail fence instead. Bring it back to the old days. This
Love
is
the
what
guardrails.
Yeah, absolutely. And no other branding as well. That way they can't sponsor and have any other sponsors on there. Just gonna be a clean, pure professional wrestling match. And let's see how the WWE fan base reacts when we sponsor that. I'm so looking forward to this. So we will be accepting donations. We will be accepting your funding.
I like this idea a lot. Like, and the wrestlers can't even wear pants.
That's right.
Just trunks.
Yeah, that's right. No elaborate entrance robes or anything like that.
Nope.
Yeah, they'll have a nice fine haircut as well. It'll be the barrel chested as well. I think we're really hitting on something here, Lee. And I think in the spirit of WWE too, once we accept all your donations, we'll also go on here and we'll flaunt how much money we made from you as well in order to sponsor the match. I feel like that's only fair if we're going to do this sponsorship deal. So
it's actually not a bad idea to whatever the sponsorship is. Let's just try and collect double.
That's right.
And then tell people how much money we made off of them.
Yes.
While sponsoring the match at the same time.
And they'll cheer for it too, Lee. That's the thing. They're going to cheer for that.
Well, they're a part of something great.
That's right. It's a moment. They're taking part in a moment. We'll share it on TikTok and Instagram, and it's just going to get all the likes and all the engagement.
I really like this idea.
I've been thinking about this. Like, man, you know what? We need to take it back. We need to sponsor. The people need to sponsor WWE.
And now, an obligatory rant from Zach about how he does not like Paul Triple H, the bald fraud, Levesque.
We had our opening video, right, for Triple H, and they were talking about ESPN and how it's like the worlds are actually more intertwined than you think, Lee, because sports is entertainment. And as they're playing this video that Triple H is doing the voiceover for, it's like pyro kept going off every 5 seconds. It was just like, we revolutionize sports. Poo poo. We changed the game forever. Poo poo poo. How much more pyro do you need? I get the point you're trying to make. You don't have to emphasize it with the pyro. And then you had Triple H do the voiceover. Fine, I guess. You know, Triple H has got to get his shine in, Lee. So why not have him open the show and just do the opening video package? That's fine. All right, let's get into the... Oh, wait a minute. Let's go to the center of the ring where we had Paul Levesque on video. Now we've got Paul Levesque in the center of the ring with a spotlight, Lee. He had a spotlight on him. And then he does the same thing. He introduces the show again. I just saw the video. With ESPN. I know what I'm tuning into. And then I'm being reintroduced to the show by the same guy. This time he's actually in the ring with a spotlight on him. And then saying, all right, who's ready? Are you ready? Ugh. I was ready beforehand, Paul. But all right, I guess I'm even more ready. And then Pat McAfee, they announced that Pat McAfee was showing up. For some reason, Michael Cole was so shocked about this. I don't know why. Like, he was so surprised. Even though they're on ESPN, they were in Indianapolis. And Pat McAfee was, like, promoting the show all week long. Come on, Michael. Like, you gotta add two and two together at some point, you know? Especially when they've done the surprise entrance for Pat McAfee already beforehand. You know? It's like, how can you be surprised? So they did this, and I was like, all right, fine, you gotta do the entrance. And who shows up in the street? But it's Triple H again! Who shows up? He's gotta be all buddy-buddy with Pat McAfee, putting his hands on his shoulder. Get off my screen! I'm done with you! I get you're the guy, the face of the WWE. Get off of my screen! For the love of God! And he's all like, we're buddies, right, Pat? Right, Pat? We're big friends, huh? Right, Pat? Get off of my screen! And I was thinking, well, at least this is the end of Paul Levesque and his immediate family on this entire show. But then Lee, Stephanie McMahon is getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. And they just inducted Triple H last year. These people are so shameless. It's unbelievable. Oh my God.
I don't know, Zach, if you've had a chance to check out the Stephanie McMahon Hall of Fame t-shirt.
Oh, I wanted to bring that up too. Oh, the t-shirt, all the accomplishments. Oh, she was a women's champion. Yeah, absolutely. She was part of the Authority. Absolutely. You got to put that in there, I guess. If you're going to have a Hall of Fame career, you got to mention the Authority. Sure. Host of the podcast. And then host of the TV show that's pretty much a podcast turned into a TV show. On the Hall of Fame accomplishments. Who's buying that shirt for $35? That's like, you're not gonna mention that she main evented Raw. I don't think that was on the shirt. Like, that would have been, you could have put that on there, but no, they had to dedicate 2 lines to the accomplishments of her 2 podcasts that literally just started 3 months ago. They just started 3 months ago. I'd be a little bit more impressed if she'd been doing it for a couple of years and established an audience. But no, it's like she started like 3-4 months ago. Why do people think I'm the crazy one in all this? It's like, these people are just flaunting it on the TVs.
Up next, booking the return of the WWE Mixed Match Challenge.
You know how WWE, they're always looking for new programming, right? Because they're just struggling, scraping by, trying to get money, as we know, with their gate record that they had. So why not sell this show where you have these intergender tag team matches? You know, you have one side, it's like Seth and Becky, right? As you mentioned, the other side, CM Punk and AJ Lee. And it's like a mixed tag match. And they challenge each other. I'm going to call this the Mixed Match Challenge. How about that? So we do the Mixed Match Challenge, and we could sell that programming. It could be like this little tournament style if you want to. It could be this special programming, and we could sell the Mixed Match Challenge. You could do it to different ways. Why not Facebook? You know, let's sell the Mixed Match Challenge to Facebook. I'm sure Meta could use some programming right now. So I'm thinking we could do the Mixed Match Challenge. We could have it for several weeks, maybe a couple of months as well. And you have these different intergender tag team matches that you could do. You could sell the programming. You can make some money. I think this is a great idea, Lee. What do you think?
I actually think there's a pay-per-view on the horizon.
Oh,
that is a full tournament like King of the Ring.
Okay.
And you are the power couple of the year. Like, you are I would call it the new King and Queen of the Ring.
Okay.
Do we have King of the Ring anymore?
Well, yes. I mean, they usually have it in Saudi Arabia. King and Queen of the Ring. I don't know how the Prince of Saudi Arabia
Who's-
feels about that, but
Who's the king of the ring right now?
gun in my head, I don't know.
Okay, but who's the queen of the ring right now?
uh,
The whole point is
I
that
know,
if you
I
would-
know, I watched the show, but I was like, oh yeah, Jade
but if-
Cargill and Cody Rhodes were the king and queen of the ring winners.
Oh my god, that is so lame.
No wonder, no wonder I forgot about the queen of the ring, and I'm surprised I forgot that Cody had won. Sorry, go on.
I just don't ever hear Cody introduced as the king of the ring.
I know, such a
winner.
prestigious tournament. So you would think.
So my point would be, is you don't have a king of the ring anymore or a queen of the ring. You have a king and queen of the ring in a mixed match tournament, and that is the pay-per-view. That, like, you literally have quarterfinals and semifinals and finals, and you have 8 couples. I feel like we could get there. And then if Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch win, they walk around as the legitimate king and queen of the ring for a year because they won the power couple tournament. Tell me that this is a bad money-making idea, Zach.
I'm searching up mixed match challenge right now. I'm trying to get the trademark in so that we could get this tournament off the ground.
Look, I would never, ever, 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 ever watch this in a million years. But
That's why we put it on Facebook, Lee. It's a great idea.
no, but I'm just saying, could you see the WWE selling you on? You got Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. You got CM Punk. You got AJ Lee. Let's pretend that people are like healthy or not away.
Yes.
You have Bianca and Montez.
Yep.
You easily could bring back Lana and Rusev. So there's 4 right there. And then you could have Cody and Brandy if Brandy was able to, depending on them having a baby or not. And you certainly have Trinity and Jimmy.
Mhm.
So
Well, we also need nostalgia acts too, Lee, so we can really like round out this field. So I'm saying we bring back Mark Marrow, and we get Mark Marrow in this mixed match challenge, and he could be there with all of a sudden I've forgotten his I guess now ex-wife's name.
What?
All of a sudden it's super
Sable?
popular. Stable, yeah. Mark Marrow and Sable. There you go.
Pretty sure Brock Lesnar would have a
A word to say about that?
word to say about that.
Whoa, brother. What are we doing?
Yeah, you could bring back Brock Lesnar and Sable too.
Yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage
if
and
you-
Miss
no,
Elizabeth.
no. Can't do that. No. We can't bring them back.
Oh, we can't do that one.
No. But you understand my point here.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of other couples off the top of my head.
Undertaker, Michelle McCool.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if they brought them back for that. Like
That's Undertaker coming out of his retirement so he can do the mixed match challenge.
I literally think that could happen. And then all of a sudden someone wins. You know what? Here we go. I got it for you.
Oh boy, here we go.
So this would cap off the pay-per-view so much. This is how they're going to end it. That Cody and Brandy are going to find a way to beat Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch at the very end.
Mhm.
And they're about to be awarded the king and queen of the ring when all of a sudden the music hits. Here comes Triple H and Stephanie saying,
"Oh my God, yes!
saying, you have to beat us because I am the king."
Oh yes!
And they come out and somehow Triple H and Stephanie,
Pedigrees Cody and wins. Yes! Oh yes! I am so in. Let's go.
And Triple H surprisingly goes over at the end of a show.
Hell yes! Oh, I am in. This ain't no ordinary Paul Levesque event, let me tell you. Oh yes. Oh, I'm so in on that. I so want to see that. Absolutely. And then he could go on the microphone and promote how much money they made for the mixed match challenge too. Yes. Oh, I'm so in, Lee. I'm so in on this idea now. I love this so
It's
much.
like they're celebrating, the Cody's music's going on, and all of a sudden
It's time to play the game.
He thinks he's coming down to. He thinks he's coming down to congratulate him.
And he pedigrees him. Oh, it's so good.
Oh
Oh,
my
it's so
God.
good.
You have it right before WrestleMania,
Yes.
so that when
Maximum
Triple H-
Impact, of course.
well when Triple H and Stephanie alternate nights to come out to tell how great and welcome you,
And they
to
can wear the
WrestleMania.
crown too if they
Yes,
wanted to.
exactly.
Yes. Behold the king, the king of kings. Yes. Somebody
think
bring
we're
that
on-
to Paul Levesque right away.
I think we're
Get
onto
this show
something here.
booked.
And next up, a not so glowing review of the WWE Survivor Series PLE.
It's been a long weekend for you. You've had a lot of stuff going on, B-Sens, and to have to watch this show and do this long a review, you've done a good job. You know what?
Yeah.
Congratulations. A 3 out of 10 job from you on a 3 out of 10 rating for the show.
Yeah, I should get hazard pay for this. I mean, this is just this was awful.
You should.
Yeah.
No,
Have it-
you got home from other work and hockey right to it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell people you look and sound a bit haggard, but man, I was excited to talk to you about this.
Yeah. As soon as I got back home, I was like, I gotta talk about that damn Nikki Bella Stephanie Becker match that I had to watch, and I had to watch
So bad.
the 17,000 run-ins in the Cena Mysterio match that I know people loved, and I'm gonna be the lone guy. Well, you did. I don't know.
No.
You were neutral on it, whatever. But and look,
that was my top match, Zach.
Yeah.
That was my top match.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot it was your top match.
Okay, number one,
Yeah.
John Cena, Dominic Mysterio.
And look,
why? Because it had some elements I liked, and it was really short
yes,
compared to the other match.
that's true. And look, I also have to apologize for throwing you under the bus like that. You know, in terms of saying that you thought that Dominic Mysterio was better than Kyle Fletcher.
Top 5, but
Yeah.
I said MJF was absolutely number one
Yeah.
without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
And that Kyle Fletcher would not be far behind.
Yeah. No, I in a fit of rage and thinking about it, I hurt the people that were close to me when I was letting loose, and I have to apologize for that. I mean, this is what 3
feel
out of
like-
10 shows do to you, Lee. It
feel
breaks
like
you
this is a
mentally. Like
Hurt Syndicate.
like I'm still thinking about the 26-minute mark of the women's war games, and I'm like, nothing has happened. What? Nothing has happened so far. And then having to see Rhea Ripley come out with the EO Sky trash can, I'm like, oh God, here we go. They're just setting up for it. So it took me back, and I feel bad about it. You know, I feel like I let loose a little bit. Too many people were in the path there, the war path of me. So I
Zach,
apologize.
I think this has not been a 3 out of 10 show. I think you've done a hell of a job with this show. Okay.
I appreciate that.
So let's take a day or two. Let's have a breather. Get some rest.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to call me right after Monday Night Raw,
Sure.
as we record this tomorrow, and I'm sure that'll be,
just spectacular. I'll probably you know what's going to happen? I'm just going to be sitting down at work. Then I'm going to remember Michael Cole being like, how did CM Punk get that cut? Even though they just showed a camera shot of him earlier getting his face squeezed into the cage and just grinded on the face. And Michael Cole's like, I don't know where he got this cut from. Where is he bleeding from? I'm going to think of that. I'm going to be like, oh, I had to watch that.
And finally, last but certainly not least, the night professional wrestling destroyed sports entertainment.
Oh, I loved this. I loved everything about this match. I thought it was great. Again, my favorite WWE match of the year. I know it's going to shock a lot of people of how much praise I'm giving this, but this is exactly what I look for in professional wrestling. It's so simply, it was the heel going in, trying to beat up on the baby face. It's his last hurrah, and everybody's getting invested. They want John Cena to win. They want him to win. And when he lost, people reacted. People had an emotional reaction to this. It wasn't just your stereotypical, oh, I saw this moment and now I'm going to cheer and cheer it up. No, this was like a natural emotional reaction to what they saw happen in the ring. The shock in the finish and the people going, oh, I can't believe he did that. This is what I want, the emotional reaction, because everything feels so corporate in this damn company. and so clean cut. This felt like a professional wrestling match. And even Michael Cole, who not exactly one of his better performances tonight, in a long list of not of one of his better performances, but
Bedford would disagree. Oh, sorry, that's Bradford, Mike.
Yeah, almost started a civil war in the United Kingdom with that comment. But you know, like not one of his better nights. But when he at the end, like I don't know how much more clear like what they were trying to go for with the story, but when Michael Cole said tonight, professional wrestling destroys sports entertainment. Lee, I got up out of my chair. I was fist pumping. I was like, yes, pro wrestling is back, baby. We're back. We did it. It took so long, but we're so back, Lee. Oh, yes. I'm fired up. And all the people in the crowd, like doing the Cobra, what is it? The Cobra surrender, Cobra motion. They're like, they can't believe it. They can't believe what they just saw. It was so good. I loved everything about this. And then Triple H showed up and they took all the heat away because they turned all the heat that they were pointing at Gunther. It's like, oh, you've got Gunther set up because you got all the 1,000 other retirement runs that they're planning in their back pocket. It sounds like with either Jericho or Brock, potentially AJ. You have this guy now that's retired Gunther and he's retired Cena. You're building up this guy. You got all this, all the heat's on Gunther. And they switch the heat to Triple H and they start booing the booker. It's like, oh, this guy, like, do you have to be out there? Come on. Like, I know you're the face of the company and I know, like, Cena's out there and this is the final night, but did you have to?
He should have come out at the very end of everyone else coming out.
Yes. But no, everyone's so mad. And because Triple H goes out there as the face of the company, he's like, I make all the booking decisions around here and I have the final say. It's what we do. Part of the show, pal. Part of the show. He does all this so everybody knows he's booking this stuff. The fans are upset because they didn't see Cena win. So he comes out there and they turn all their heat onto the booker.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they were so close. So close to greatness. So close.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to the best of This Is Wrestling for 2025. What a year it was. My name is Tanner Ryle, and we will see you in 2026 for more This Is Wrestling.